everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recording myself dyeing my hair. I've always been super picky about my hair and how I want it to look. I've gone to salons plenty of times, but I always find something that I don't like about the job. So I just decided I just like doing my own hair. I style my own hair, I color my own hair, I cut my own hair. And today I want to go a little bit blonder, so lighter in color, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and just paint strands in my hair. I don't do this for a living. I'm not a professional. I did go to school for this, so I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't practice it anymore. And this is just for fun, you know. This is not a how-to. This is just showing you how I do my own hair. Everybody's different. Everybody's hair is gonna react differently to the product. So this is just for fun. This is just so you can get an idea of what you can do if you have similar hair to mine. The products that I'm going to be using, I am using a color remover. The one that I'm using is called Aerosol. It's by L'Oreal. It's not exactly a bleach, but it works as a bleach. And it's super strong. In the directions it says you can even use it with warm water, but because I want to speed up the process and I know my hair is healthy enough to use developer on it, I'm going to use a 30 volume developer, and both of these I got at Sally's. This one is a pro product, so you have to have a cosmetology license to purchase. So I would just use bleach if you can't get your hands on this. And then a 30 volume developer, you can buy it anywhere. I also got it at Sally's, and that's what I'm using to lift the color on my hair, so basically to do the blonde. Once I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and tone it with this toner. This is by Redken. It's the shade ZQ, and mine is in the color 9P or Opal Glow, and it's like a violet based toner, so if there is any yellowness in my highlights, it's going to get rid of that brassiness. And just to mix that, I'm also going to use the Redken shade ZQ mix that goes with that. Those have to be mixed together, by the way. And that's all I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be using like a brush and a bowl. And that's it. I just went ahead and got in my t-shirt that I'm gonna, well, it's my boyfriend's t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt that we don't really care about, so I'm just gonna use it to dye my hair. So keep watching.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much bleeding. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million. I must have told 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call you, never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call you, never seem to be home. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the outside. At least I can say that I'm trying to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it's Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much bleeding. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. I must have told 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. I must have told 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. I must have told 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much bleeding. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet.
Okay, so at this point I basically have the hair dye everywhere that I wanted to have it. As you can see, I just finished applying it and it's already like lifting. So if you are going to use the FSL powder, if you can get your hands on it, I suggest you learn how to work quickly because it starts to process super fast. So I'm probably going to wait like another 10 to 15 minutes depending on how it's looking, and then I'm gonna wash it off. And I'm gonna wash it off while I'm in the shower, so I'm not gonna record me toning it, but all I'm gonna do is mix the Shade ZQ toner with the Shade ZQ mix solution. It's called a processing solution. So I'm gonna mix these two together and I'm gonna apply it while I'm in the shower, and this process is like super quick. I think it only takes like 7 minutes, or at least that's what it says on the directions. So I just lather it into my hair while I'm washing my body, and that's pretty much the toning. And then I'll be back to show you guys the end result.
Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing else?
So this was the final result. This is what I got, and for my liking, it's a little bit too brassy and too light. I wasn't expecting it to get this light. I feel way out of my comfort zone. I still don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'll probably wear it for a few days and I'll decide if it's me or not. Also, since it is really brassy, I did tone it and it did a lot. Believe me, it did a lot because it was really, really orange when I first washed it. And so the toner did a lot. However, I'm just going to keep washing it with the purple shampoo, and I'll show you which one I use in a minute. I'm going to keep washing it with the purple shampoo. Hopefully it gets less brassy and a lot nicer, a nicer blonde color, like a more, you know, like a pretty ash. But like I said, even if it does become a nicer blonde, it's still too blonde for my liking. So I'm gonna feel it out for a few days, and if I decide to keep it, then I'll keep it. If not, then I'm gonna tone it down, go back in and put some lowlights in, and then I'll record that as well. Let's see what else I got. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is what I got. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming.